Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run. Sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Here we go. Here's Stafford now on second down. To the right and complete to Golladay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Let's go now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stafford on first down. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 30 yards there. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Demarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So our initial drive this afternoon results in 3. Not sure that that's a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
You're exactly right about that. I love how you framed it, right? Not sure it's a statement, but at the same time, you're putting something out there, aren't you? Letting them know, hey, we came to play today.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, 46.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 47. 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Get out.
Here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. To throw on 2nd down at Stafford. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Arlington. right after this timeout. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Prescott on first down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Prescott now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. To the air again, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. So out now come the Lions. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
This one complete to Theo Riddick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. On first down, Stafford here. Open man is Galladay, complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Back to throw. Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Stafford looks to throw again. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. To the air again, Stafford. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
The give is to Elliott. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Switch and 8.
2nd down, Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. A 1st down throw for Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
They'll throw again. Prescott over the middle. Cooper with it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. This is caught. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
It's a keeper with Prescott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Stafford now to throw. Jones breaking from the contact. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Stafford on first down. Catch made right side by Wilson. Touchdown, Detroit. Luke Wilson, 32 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Throwing again is Stafford. Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cooper. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Back to throw. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Hey, 47.
He'll get it up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Prescott in the final minute. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. He'll look to throw, and it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins.